Hello, people. I gotta drop some feed real quick. Yeah, hello, quail. You need some food, guys? Some more food for you. I know it's cold out there. Be glad you're not outside. Hello, quail. It's hard to believe how old these quail are. They're so big. They're bigger than any of my adult quail. Considerably larger. Alright, you guys still got a bunch of food. You're talking too? And you're talking too, okay. Here you go, buddy. There's some more water for you. Oh, you're definitely a male. You guys have just about destroyed your food again. You eat a lot for quail too. That's okay, because you're getting really big. Hey, Blind, what's happening, man? You enjoying the cold your way? I'm down here feeding quail and trying to grip for Northwest 425 so he can have some heat in his tent tonight. It's too damn cold to be without heat. All right, guys, come on, let me refill you guys, all right? Come on, move over. Come on, move over, dude. Come on, buddy. All right, guys, more food coming in. There you go. I've only been live like 5 minutes, maybe 10 at the most. Yeah, this cold really sucks, dude. What sucks worse is I just hatched out new quail, and they're like really super small, man. And I'll let you check them out. They're over here. They're like miniature, dude. You see if I can get a better look. Turn some light on. They're super small when they first hatch, dude. So I got them in the brooder. Hopefully it'll be all right in this cold. About ready to go fire up a little bit of auxiliary heat down here. Warm it up a little more. Hey Leslie, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Alright, let me fire up a little auxiliary heat. There we go. My shed future chicken coop wasn't braced enough with part of the roof system. I've been scooping all the snow off before the rain comes Thursday. Yeah, hopefully that rain stays away, Blind. Look at all that quail shit in just one day. Well, it hasn't even been a full day because it's not 10 o'clock at night yet. But man, these birds crap a lot. Definitely crap a lot. Being in a tent tonight with no heat would really suck. It would suck bad. I can't. Another hour, it'll be time to pick up eggs. Yeah, no doubt, Leslie. It is cold. You got negative 13 blind? Man, imagine being in a tent right now with no heat, how bad that would suck. That's what's happening in the Northwest, 425 up there in Washington. Dude's got no heat in his tent. Hopefully you can get a few bottles of propane for the night. That would be ideal. I don't know what it's like anymore. I haven't been homeless in 25 years. Since the house burnt down in 2000. Jobs are easy, a lot easier to come by then. Oh, you guys are wild. You make up too much noise. We're trying, Eggman. We're trying. We're definitely doing better than Jake is up there in Washington. I was going to grab his Cashapp link, and I spaced it before I started the stream. If he was closer, I could just run him out a 20-pound cylinder, but Eggman says 68 here today, probably won't even freeze tonight. Wow, Eggman. But then again, you have to suffer with all that high heat, so I think I'd rather be in the cold. You can always put on more clothes to get warm, man, but you can only get so naked when you're hot. Alright, I think it's warm enough in here now for the birds. We're going to kill the heat. There we go. Couple more hours, I'll start laying better. Got a few already. We got to move these out to different cages now that they're getting older. They're pretty cram-packed here. I have a bunch of different hatches growing up. Can't water the critters when all the hoses are frozen. Yeah, that's true. And you got to always break ice and take fresh water out multiple times in the winter. It does suck. And you can't really use automatic waters in the winter either. Oh, they're popping out eggs here now too. You guys are a little early with your eggs too, huh? Let me put you in the incubate pile. Thanks, Eggman. As soon as these quail here mature, I want to crossbreed them in with my quail, with my jumbo large Caturnics. As soon as they're old enough, I want to put a couple roosters in with the jumbo Caturnics, and then breed some of these at the same time, purebred whites. Quails are the largest birds I ever seen. They're way bigger than Texas A&M quail. These quail are the same age as the last quail that we looked at. The ones that are overcrowding. Yeah, it always rains here, Blind. Something's always happening. Somehow we managed to make it through it. Although this hatch, instead of getting 40 like I normally do, I only got 30. I think it's because of the ambient temperature. But I'm not 100% sure. There's a bunch more. I think there's 38 of them still in there. They got to be moved out to a bigger cage. Leslie says, always a challenge. Yep. We get by with a little help, Leslie. Sure do. Eggman says, I plan on breeding my turkeys this year. Hope to become self-sustaining with my turkey population. Very cool, Eggman. That's basically what I'm trying to do with quail. I'm trying to get to 100 laying hens so I can consistently produce pickled quail eggs. Did you name any of your quails Dan? No, actually, Leslie, I haven't named any of my quails at all. Hello, Sandra. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, those roosters make a crazy noise, Eggman. A really crazy noise. Yeah, Blind. I've been making bread and butter pickled quail eggs and jalapeno pickled quail eggs. Sandra says, how's our favorite young man? Doing good, Sandra. Doing real good. He's not liking the weather too much right now, but other than that, it's doing good. Doing excellent, Sandra. He's about, he's getting close to being 2 grades ahead of where he should be. I've been contemplating getting those books from Rogue Nation that he wrote, even though he's not really in that age group. He's like a bit younger than the suggested age, but I think he's old enough to comprehend them, and I think that I think he can do just fine with it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty confident. Yeah, that's Dirty Dave, Sandra. Dirty Dave thinks you and Jenny are the same one. Take care, Eggman. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good night. Good night, Leslie. Thanks for dropping in. Have a good night. Blind wants to know, do you like spam, Sandra? Hey, Wingspan. Thanks for dropping in. Leslie, you got one of Rogue's books? The whole thing? I've only got to see like the preview part. She's doing okay, Sandra. She's been confined to her rocking chair pretty much for quite a while. Every now and then she has a good day and I can actually get her out of the house, but it's not very often. Doesn't he mean the male stuff? I'm confused. Here's the white quail. You can see how big they are. They're bigger than any of my adult birds. I gotta name one of them Dan. A couple people, I think you're the second person to say that. I'm not catching on. Those white quail are the same age as these quail here. So you can tell the difference. All these quail are the same age. These are the same age as those white ones. So I definitely want to breed the white ones into. Come on, extend. I want to breed the white ones into these guys. Sandra says, Vice President Dan Quayle. Okay. I had no idea who the vice president or anything else is. Now I understand it. Yeah, Leslie asked me if I named one Dan. Now here's the big question. If I name one Dan, do I name a jumbo one Dan? Or do I name a white one Dan? That's the big question. Which one gets the name Dan? A white rooster or one of the regular colored Coturnics over here? Yeah, Sandra, Blind Straight wanted to know if you like Spam. Ooh. Name a white one Potato? Oh, I left my other feed can back here. Alright, here's more food for you guys. You guys eat a lot of food, man, and make a lot of shit. But I guess that's all you have to do. I wondered if he meant email spam. No, he was asking if you like the spam that comes in a can, Sandra. How is Bouncer Slab? Doing good as far as I know. I haven't been live in a while, so I've just been kicking out shorts here and there. There you go, have some water, guy. You've never ate Spam? There you go, Blind. So she can't be Jenny. She doesn't eat Spam. Sandra says, my mom used to buy treat. Hey, Mama Cookie. Thanks for dropping in. The other brand of spam. Okay. Mama Cookie says, Sandra, Bouncer is doing fine. He's sleeping right now. He had a long day. Let's see if I can find my light. There we go. There's the latest hatch. A lot of them are under the heat lamp. You can't really see them that good. Turn my light back off so my phone doesn't die. Sandra says, I don't do anything anymore. It hurts to walk or to stand. I can relate, Sandra. Mama Cookie says, I can let Jenny know you started on her cat ornament, her cat butt ornament. Awesome. She'll be happy. She'll definitely be happy to hear that. They think people are supposed to do without pain medicine. I know, Sandra. My one doctor retired. I went to this crazy other doctor who pawned me off on another doctor. And instead of sending me to a chronic pain doctor, they sent me to an addiction doctor. And I went from that guy to another guy who was supposed to be another chronic pain, who turned out to be another addiction guy. And now I'm back with a different doctor who cut my pain meds in half and wants to take them away. It's ridiculous. I mean, I've been on the crap for about 25 years now, and they're just taking it away. When they took my Valium away, they almost killed me. They just, 1 month, she said, oh, no more, you're done. God, that was hell. And I've been living in hell ever since. Mama Cookie, get my phone number from Roadhog. How do you do this? I'm lost. I don't know what you're asking. Mama Cookie says, okay, I'll text him later. Very cool, Mama Cookie. For the way I'm getting treated, I should have been an addict. You're lucky. You're lucky if they don't treat addicts as good. They don't care about addicts either. They don't care if you have chronic pain. They don't care about addicts. The only thing they care about is their stupid license and what's going to affect them to do paperwork. Kathy says that's happening to a friend of mine, Road. It's happening everywhere, Kathy. The doctors don't give a damn anymore about the Hippocratic Oath, about your pain, about how you feel. The only thing that they care about is their license, and if they have to make an extra paper to report to the government, they don't want to do it. So their answer is just screw the patient, take everything away, and deal with it. It's a load of crap, Kathy. But Mama Cookie, you should tell me right away you aren't a scammer. Damn, Kathy, I don't know why I always have problems trying to mod you up. I really don't. If they could see my records. I know, Sandra, they even have my records. They just sent me for an MRI on my back, then one on my neck, and then now, their excuse is some crap about licensing and bullshit. I don't know. I'm starting to think that these doctors were just willy-nilly prescribing shit. They got caught, their license got in jeopardy or something, and now they're taking it out on everybody. Hey, welcome in, Jason. Good to see you. Hey, Jason, if you have Jake's Cash App link, you could pop it up for him. I forgot to get it before I started the stream. Sandra says, a different doctor gave me a script for Vicodin, and I took it to my doctor, but didn't get it filled. Jason says, yeah, a lot of psychopaths are doctors. Yeah, they are, Jason. The doctor I had that retired had so many certificates, everything from psychology through chronic pain, through addiction. It was unbelievable. The guy was highly super credentialed. And then, boom, I get people who don't know shit about shit. Sandra says he could have been getting more pills, but I didn't. I was on Lortabs, like, God, I want to say close to 30 years ago. And then I went through the whole system of all the opiates. The only thing with the opiates that happened to me was, as time went on, my brain would build more pain receptors, and I would need to increase the dose. And then they got to the point where they put me on a different type of medication, not knowing if it would work or not, but it did. The dose didn't increase, and it's been like that for probably 15 years now, if not almost 20. And now they want to play with it. It's just ridiculous. The system is only worried about money. I don't ever have problems with pharmacies, Blind. With the pharmacy, with the insurance, none of that. It's always got to do with the doctor. That's his Cash App. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, he's got no heat tonight out there in Washington, man. He's going to be cold in that tent. Sandra says, my doctor wanted to give me the next level of pain meds, and I told him no thanks. Vicodin is bad enough. I'd go to the next level, Sandra. I'd get away from that acetaminophen crap. That really taxes your liver and kidneys. Blind says, worried about how they're going to steal all our money. They do that already, Blind. You're taxed to death. Sandra says, they gave my mom stronger pain pills and she took them. Sandra says, they won't give me pain meds at all. That's ridiculous. I like what they say. We don't want to give you any pain medication because we don't want you to be addicted. Jesus Christ, do they think I'm going to last to be 100 years old? They said just take over the counter. Yeah, over the counter doesn't work. Not for real pain. Maybe if you got a hangnail or something. Blind says over the counter don't do shit. I agree, Blind. Jason says, I've been just trying to show him a system that works better than regular blankets and propane heater. I'm trying to get that message understood so that Sandra says, I have 6 bulging discs and arthritis. I hear you, Sandra. I've had multiple car accidents. I was hurt in an industrial accident. I was hit by an old wooden loading dock door that was rain filled, that came down, struck me across the neck and shoulder, and spit me out like a billiard ball. It was horrendous. Blind says better off with ginger root, etc. Fuck big pharma. Yeah, except none of that really works for pain. Blind. I've tried every homeopathic method out there. Now I understand why there's such a big fentanyl problem. The shit's cheap, and all the pain people, the people who have chronic pain, are going to it because they have no other options anymore. And they've seen my MRIs and CT scans. They know the TBI and everything. Yeah, but they don't care, Sandra. They don't care what the MRI shows. They just don't care. Blind says, I got arthritis so bad. Last 6 months, it's been killing me. Hey, I use a TENS unit. It can help. I used to wear my TENS unit on 10, Sandra. That was years back, and then they took it away. Jason says, because possibly received money can be sort of wasted if you don't first focus on the best setup. I'm researching how they've been doing it in tents in Minnesota. Yeah, well, short term, you just got to make it through the night, Jason. Mama Cookie says, I use cayenne cinnamon to keep my diabetes under control. Blind says, elbows, hands, knees, back. Do I need a TENS? No, they're not effective on me, Sandra. I kind of screwed it up by running it on 10 all the time for pain relief. So they're very ineffective on me. So there was no reason for me to keep it, keep using it. They've done all kinds of crazy stuff to me, and I'm not up for any operations, any other bullshit. I mean, just give me my pain meds and let me die. He says I use turmeric, ginger root, and lemon. I hear you, Mama Cookie. Sandra says, you know what helps? What, Sandra? Opium? With my pain contract, I can't smoke pot, so I can't even do that. It makes me paranoid anyways. Mama Cookie says, and some apple vinegar along the way. Yep, apple cider vinegar with the mother. Blind says, I quit alcohol. Man, do I know pain now. Yeah, I bet, Blind. Jason says, eat a tongue of curry with everything. Should help, but I don't know what y'all talking about exactly. Chronic pain, Jason. Chronic pain from a level of 7 to 10 daily. You wake up with it, you go to bed, you know when you wake up it's going to be there day after day, and it gets to be a mental battle just as much as a physical battle after a while. It is CB something lotion. CBD lotion? Blind says we're talking about pain and inflammation. Mama Cookie says always with the mother, referring to the apple cider vinegar. I use it for my knees and it helps with migraines. Jason says turmeric is pretty boss for inflammation. Yeah, I use a good amount of turmeric in pickled quail eggs in the bread and butter recipe. And I had gummies, but I don't like those. Jason says, Have you went keto? Many have said it does a lot. Carnivore diet, Jason. It really doesn't take. It doesn't relieve pain though. I found that out. It will give you more energy. It will make you feel better, but it does not get rid of chronic pain, unfortunately. Sandra says, David overcooked dinner, my fault. David made chicken cacciatore. Sweet. Only thing I made was some cheesecake using quail eggs. And I'm still trying to perfect a recipe for that. I can do an excellent job using chicken eggs, but quail eggs are a whole different story. Yeah, I'm talking, you weird quail. Why are you looking at me? Mama Cookie says, I found a turmeric tea drink recipe on Pinterest that is supposed to help with pain and weight loss. Sandra says, Road, I got a great recipe if you are interested for deer meat. I pretty much cook deer meat the same way I do beef. We eat a lot of stew, roasts, and it's for veal scallopini. I don't really cook anything fancy, Sandra. I'm not equipped for it. I have to cook everything off at a little electric burner and a toaster oven, so I don't get fancy with any food. As long as it fills us up good. A lot of times I'll just throw a little butter in the pan and fry the venison up real quick, throw it on a plate, call that dinner. I think we'll name the white one that got attacked. I think we'll name him Dan. But it's great with deer meat. Deer meat's great on its own, man. Sunfish says, I will take one golden crispy. There you go. Do I have a crock pot? Yeah, I don't cook anything in it, though, because it takes too long. The only thing I cook in I cook on like the induction thing, the air fryer, or the pressure cooker, or the toaster oven. That's usually what I use. I don't really use the crock pot because I hate to wait that long for food. Man, Sunfish, these things are huge, dude. Do you not have a kitchen range? No, ma'am, we do not have a kitchen range. No, the last one we had went to hell. The oven broke. Yeah, the same thing happened to us, Sandra. And the new electrical components, they're in there in such a way I can't fix them. I have to part for it, and the part for it costs almost the same as buying a new damn stove. So I just want an old-fashioned propane stove where you can turn it on. You know, I don't even care if I got to light it with a lighter. That would suit me just fine. Do you want one? We'll get one day, Sandra. We have propane. We don't even really have gas. Mama Cookie says deer jerky or butterfly steak is how we eat our deer. That's cool, Mama Cookie. We don't have teeth, so we don't really do the jerky. That's why we turn everything into pretty much stew meat or roast. These are bigger than all my Coturnics. My jumbo Coturnic sunfish. Fried deer heart sounds good. Yeah, I'm not too much for the internal sunfish. Sandra says my brother-in-law has an antique one. A black stove? No, I want a propane stove, but one where you turn it on and the gas turns on. It doesn't have all that electrical bullshit function and crap in it. The ancient kind. Yeah, no, I had one like that in when I lived in Woodstock. It was a wood burning stove that we used to cook on. No, I just want a regular propane one. Sunfish, those white quail are the same age as these quail. And these are the jumbo large Coturnics. And they're the same age. I gotta throw these guys some more food. You guys are really eating today, man. Every time I turn around, you want more food. They lay their last eggs at about midnight. Oh, I should check the water. Let me check you guys' water. Need water? I've been supplementing with Willard water, sunfish, and it not only seems to help them grow better, it also keeps them mellow. Without the Willard water, there's no way I could have this many quail in one cage without them, totally ripping each other apart. As soon as I get some wire, I'm going to build new cages. Catch up with Chet real quick. Okay, well, I got to get some sleep. All right, take care, Mama Cookie. Thanks for dropping by. She had a pump on the back porch. Mama Cookie says, Sandra, that's one thing you'll learn about me. I prefer to text rather than talk on the phone. All right, people. I'm fixing to get out of here. I got to shut this down. I got to pick up eggs, and then I'm going to call it because I got a bunch of other crap to do after these quail. Take care, Sandra. Take care, everyone. I'm going to call this a night. Thanks for coming to the most boring YouTube channel available today and in the future. Call you about books. Okay, I'll try to remember, Sandra. My memory kind of sucks, so I will try to make a note of that. If you don't hear from me, ring my phone because it's good probability I forgot. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming to the most boring live stream channel on YouTube today and in the future. And hope When you come back, you'll see us again. Until then, with that, peace. I'm out of here.